This is the MRC Tech 6 Sound Controller 2.0, and it's an interesting little power supply. The closest thing I could think of is it's a DCC version of DC. And what I mean by that is DCC, you control the terrain. Or I'm sorry, DC, you control the terrain. DCC, you control... No, I had that right first. DCC, you control the terrain. DC, you control the track. This uses DCC almost the same way. As of right now, I don't know how to change addresses. That might be part of the extension handheld, being it has a screen and all that. I do not have any DCC or sound locomotives right now because the old power supply burned them up. But being it's on standard, we can flip this over and this over. Get you some light there. So about 10 is the limit on this. And then you would just hit your direction button. I honestly can't wait until I get a DCC sound locomotive because I really want to test this out. Because, okay, let me flip this because I don't want to burn out the loco. You hit the mode, it changes to dual, and you can control a DCC locomotive and the sounds up to function 28. Now, this is why I'm assuming of how it works, because if I give it a quick flip, by having it on DCC, the dual, it works just like it would on a DC locomotive. Flip it back to standard, which is DC. Flip these switches back up. Yeah, that's the right direction. So that's that. And I am kind of leaving, I mean, I used it right now, but I'm using it sparingly. I do have a letter into River Rossi, Wyoming, USA, over the loudness of this. I had this in HO back in the 90s, a 2 truck, and I don't remember it being this loud. So I'm wondering if I was a special person and got a messed up one. It runs smooth. It's just loud. I felt everything I could, and my hands come off greasy. So it is lubed and greased. I'm thinking it has something to do with this stuff down here. The crankshaft or not the crankshaft, the drive rods to the crankshaft. Or it's something down in this gearbox, which is the firebox. Because the motor sits right about here-ish. It's a gear that connects to the gear that's on the drive shaft. These drive or the drive rods just float, just like a regular HO steam engine would float. Each wheel has a single gear, and it's all done by drive shaft. The noise is not coming from back here. It's coming from up here somewhere. Because my first inkling was it was the drive shaft. And let me tell you, this little detail part, pain in the butt, Rev Rossi. You should not let the people put that in, because it's damn near impossible. One, you got to take the drive shaft out, which is the top rod. You cannot unhook the drawbar. It goes above the drawbar, hooks in to this box, and the drive shaft has to go through. I don't know if you can see it. It's it's really, it's that bar right down here. You see that bar? The drive shaft has to go through that and then into the yokes. Pain it in the butt. I don't think I'll ever put that back on. It took me 20 minutes to put that on, because you can't take this tender off, and then probably another 30 minutes to get the driver shaft back in. So just be warned about that. But it does look really nice with those sanders on all three trucks. So eventually, when I get a sound engine that's DCC, I'll be able to revisit this thing, and hopefully by then I'll have the extension, because I think that'll give you more options, being it has a screen. So I'm thinking it'll work more like any of the handhelds. Nice little unit though. The only thing I don't like, no power button. Just like everything new, you got to keep it on all the time. No, you don't. So, that's that. Have fun, y'all.